I'm Steve, and this is CC Garage. Hello YouTube, and welcome back. Well, today got a couple boxes in the shop. We are going to try to get our valves and switches hooked up for the airride. So got some more 3/8 air fittings. I'm just doing front and back, so I got 4 valves, 2 intake, 2 exhaust. I already pulled off the bed so that way we can get to everything. But a bunch of wire ends, a couple 100 feet of wire, and my new controller. This is actually a 4-corner setup, so you got your driver up, down, passenger up, down for the front bag, passenger rear up, down, or driver rear up, down, passenger rear, both, or rear up and down, front up and down, and then the whole truck. So they got all these connectors on here already, and they're nice enough to actually have everything coated, which is going to make this a lot easier. And for the ends that are on here, these are the female ends. They come with the male ends, so that's really nice. So we're going to go ahead and find a spot on the frame back here that can mount our valves. Okay, so for the valves, they come with these brackets. And what you do, you have to take off 2 of these. And then you can either have it this way, or you can have it this way. I'm gonna go this way. I wanna make sure that these are tight because you don't want that gasket to leak. I'm just gonna double check the ones that were already done. Okay, so where I plan on mounting, I only got 4 valves I'm doing, so my valves are gonna go right here. I already drilled 2 holes. Put 1 valve there, probably 1 valve there, but it'll actually be flipped the other way. That way we don't have to really worry about this. So we're gonna go ahead and get that one screwed on. But first we should probably put our air lines on for our quick connects. So we got our 1 valve in. That's the airflow. So this will be our line that comes from the tank. We still got to do our wires. We got this one bolted on. This will be the exhaust airflow. It's gonna go on there. And then between these, we will have a T that will come down to this T, and that is what feeds those bags. So pretty simple. And then we just have to run our 4 wires that will go to our controller. So we got our intake and we got our exhaust. Each valve has 2 wires. It doesn't matter what way they go. So we're gonna put an end on each one and ground it right to one of these screws. And then the other 2 wires we're gonna have to extend, and those will go to our controller to the corresponding wire. So let's go ahead and get a wire end to put on. Put that down on the ground so we don't drop it all over. Use our pink end. So we're gonna use the flat spot on here because these don't go small enough for the other ones. Go ahead and give me a yank. Pull out a screw. these two wires. Let's see. Well, this is going to be the back. So on our controller for the back, so we're going to use green for this one back here because that is the color that the controller is labeled. Give her a little tug. Okay, so we have these valves here are for our rear. Now we're going to start for our two valves for the front. So start by taking these off. Just put our bracket on.
You need to glue a hole in it.
Glue a couple holes.
Glue 2 holes. You need to keep it tight. Get off.
No.
How? You can't Daniel peel.
Get on.
I'm gonna get that
And make an arrow so you know what way the airflow is. Not necessary, but handy. This is going to be our exhaust, so we only need one fitting on here.
Do you always do it?
Before we drive that other screw in too far, we're going to go ahead and get our ground wired on. So my heat gun's in the house, so we're just going to use a good old-fashioned lighter to shrink these down.
But do you use that door? To bring these down?
You shrink them so the water stays out. So that one's done. I should have did all these other ones, but you win some, you lose some. Not necessarily going to say this is all temporary, but I'm probably going to change this up down the road to a four corner system. Right now it's just going to be wired to a front and back because that's really all I care about. But since I do have a 4-corner switch, I'm probably going to upgrade and buy 4 more valves. Okay, so since this is an intake valve, we gotta put 2 ends on here.
And you push that button and make go?
Yeah, we're gonna be able to push the button and make the truck go up and down. It'd be so much cooler.
Is it right down my finger now?
Yes. So we got the valve positioned where we want it. So we're gonna go ahead, start our 2 little holes.
Cut them water pot and give them tummy for it?
Yes.
And then cry? Yes.
We'll go ahead and put our end on there.
Are you guys a mess?
I think for this one we might use an end like this. Okay, so now that these are all white or all plumbed up, we're gonna run our lines for our dump and our fill. Okay, so on our controller, white is up. So this is our fill. So this is white now. What?
That is a door right or down. And get out this trap. This is a booby trap.
A booby trap?
Yes. See, you can't get that because it's a booby trap.
Pulling our wires. Good there.
What kind of wrench is this?
It's called a crescent wrench.
And it's the cow glues with size in it.
Yep, that's if you don't know what size it is. Okay, so now time to clean up our mess. So now that it's all kind of held into place, go ahead, we'll put a piece of tape every so often to keep all these the same length. And I just have it ran through there for now, just to get it out of the way. But we haven't cut any wire yet.
Don't know.
So now that we got our makeshift harness, we're going to put these ends on so that way we can connect to the controller. We'll start by stripping the ends. Over. This side. That's on you. Goes there on that. This is my truck. Goes on there. Goes the wire. We'll run this back through our hole in the floor. We're gonna have to grab a length of red wire. Or I think I was messing with the wiring harness yesterday. Should be a piece of green wire right here. Fold that over, maybe that'll stay. Kinda. I'm not buying anything for my truck.
Then why you were buying the oil? They're gonna get all that. How?
white to white, green to green. Blue to blue. Yellow to yellow. So this green wire that have go over to the battery over there. I don't know if I actually got ground back there. I do. Cool. Awesome. So valves and everything are all hooked up. I got air in the system so we can watch it go down. Got the truck up right now. Got our assistant. Go ahead and hit it. So hopefully we'll have a tank and compressors pretty soon, and then we can go up and down with it instead of the way I got it.